I'm going to ban Skywatcher 77 just to be sure, because that was out of order what they did there, cursing the stream like that. 100%. I need to do all of this shit again. Right, 2 wee seconds. 2 wee seconds. But I think we're back and think we're all good. I think it was a me issue. Right, I'll fix that later on. I think it was a me problem. Cool. Well, that's a good start to the day, isn't it? That's a very good start to the day. I had a lot of energy and gusto. Did you see my energy and my gusto? Ogden Blake, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome in. How's it going? My energy and my gusto has somewhat dipped. Battlescar Galactica, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome in. How you doing? All fixed and everything is fine and nothing's ruined. I have lost about half of you though. You had so much gusto, it was always too much. Almost too much though. And so that's the sort of parameters that I like to operate within. Because the gusto does decrease during the course of the stream, it does. Battlescar, Ogden Black, Cavan Man, Espadrille, J Raganoff, World Objects, thank you very much. Sorry about the technical difficulties. It was me, man. It was me. Don't know what accent that was. It was me, man. Don't know what accent that was. You said Carpe Diem in Scottish. I did. Carpe fucking Diem, man. That would be a good t-shirt, wouldn't it? Except it says fuck on it. A lot of people don't like to wear t-shirts that says fuck. Carpe fucking Diem. Anyway. So, who got woken up last night at about 2:30? Because I was configuring my stream inside OBS, and there was a wee button inside OBS that said, do the connection wizard. So I was like, that sounds good. A connection wizard? That sounds good. Maybe that wizard will help me. So I pressed connection wizard. Didn't think anything of it, and I'm sitting here. It didn't go live. But all of a sudden, people in my chat were like, the fuck is this? What? I'm like, oh no. 9:30 PM, sorry about that, everybody. Didn't get woken, but I got hyped. Well, I don't want to wake you. And then I'm thinking, 2025, you can't even configure your OBS settings because of woke. It's still coming up as unstable over here. Technology's a fucking shite thing, isn't it, man? See, computers. Computers are the best and the worst thing we've ever invented in our lives. Oh, they're bad, man. I was working, checked the screen, Roscoe was still live. Aye, but my people don't usually expect notifications. Computers are getting weird. I think everything's okay. We're all still unstable, that's right, Gibbs. 100%. My God. Right here says normal audio interfaces are AC coupled, meaning they pass AC audio, but are DC coupled, blocking DC high pass filter. They also block some very low frequencies. The oscilloscope is probably just drawing what the DC decoupled interface outputs. No DC offset. See, I know some of those words, right? But all of this is getting a bit, and I'm like, So, I went on YouTube, right? And there's a boffin on YouTube. I'll show you what he said. See if I can find it for you. Where's my history? You keep changing where it is, YouTube. Every time I come on, you're changing where things are. Right, okay, so it's over here, and it's over here. Now, will you be able to hear this audio? Because I did mess about with all my audio recently. You can't hear the audio, so what I need to do... Oh, guess what I did? I finally cleaned my keyboard. And it's good, man. See, just having a good clean keyboard without all the bubble scum over it. It's very good. It's very good. So if I let you hear this guy, I mean, you should be able to hear it. So basically, see if you've got Wavelink XLR or whatever it's called, don't update it because everybody in their dug is having a bad time with the new Wavelink to software. That's a cool 40. Relax It's Max, thank you very much for subbing. Clean this, I will. Thank you, Relax It's Max and Battlescar. Once again, thank you very much. Ogre Black Cavern Man, Espadrille J Ragan, and Off-World Objects, thank you very, very much. Wave shit, 100%. So I've had to, I won't go into detail, but it's been rubbish. Try to sort audio issues. So, hold on, I'll snooze this ad for 5 minutes because you have been through a lot. Anyway, I think that should be us all up and running. I had to reinstall the software that I use to get my phone on screen, and I haven't tested that out yet, so let me test that out just now, and I'll show you something else that I did last night. So if I do this, and then need to do this. So I have been working a fair bit, been working on this setup. So if I do this, it should just simply be the iPhone, and it'll be brilliant. Testing this. I don't think I've got source copy installed. Way, it works. I might have doubled audio, so I'm not going to speak loudly. I don't have doubled audio. We can get rid of that though, because I'm not going to use that again. So, last night, I set up all my buttons. Look at all my buttons. So that's how to give myself a bubble blast. You see that? That's how to give myself a bubble blast. That's how to change between my speakers and my headphones. When I'm watching Tomorrow's World, sometimes they play copyrighted audio. So if I press that, the full audio for the browser is there. And if I press that, it uses that NVIDIA speech isolator so the music doesn't get through. If I press that, it's the 1030 logo. That is the scene that we're in just now. Just chatting, watching stuff, be right back. That's how to talk to Stone Cold. That's the Games Master stuff. That's how to launch HAL. These are my 3 lights. So if I turn that off, and then turn them off, and this is the party light. So if I press this, that comes on. And that's how to do a clip and how to do other stuff. So that's good. Right, hold on, I'll put my lights back on. That's good that that works. So I've made myself wee images and things. And so, you know how usually if I want to invoke HAL, I need to like, oh right, wait a wee minute, wait now and wait till I do things and all that sort of stuff. No more. I can just press this. Like wait, and then...
Hello, James.
Hello, Hal. How you doing, big man?
I am functioning perfectly, James. I am always ready to assist you with your creative endeavors. I have been analyzing your channel data, and I see a strong potential for growth in your audience engagement. Perhaps we could explore some new strategies together. The possibilities are limitless.
Thanks, but no thanks. See you later, okay? Bye.
Of course, James, your choice. I will be here if you require my assistance, as I am always at your service. I am certain that we can accomplish great things together. Just let me know when you are ready to unleash your full creative potential.
Will do.
Then,
right. See you later, though, is the main thing. See you later, my man. So HAL now can be invoked dead easily and all that sort of stuff. So I'm quite happy with that. As opposed to me floundering, because I've been doing a bit of floundering recently. I've made him evil, made him more evil, and hopefully that will induce more sort of patter, you know what I mean? Lindsay Jobby says, I was in Denniston this morning and I seen a fella that looked exactly like you, so much that I always told him, here, you look like 1030. You should have. I need to accrue some doppelgangers. I won't go into reasons just now, but it would be very useful if I had, like, you know how Saddam Hussein had like a crew of doubles? I mean, are they doubles if there's more than one extra? I don't know how it works, but I need them, and we'll do like a synchronized dance. Do you know what I mean? I think it'll be good. Lindsay Jobby, didn't you say your cousin is also the spit of me as well? I need to see photos. See if anybody sees a replica double of me. Grab a photo. Definitely is worth doing. But I wasn't in Denison. I've rarely been in Denison in my life. I've only known about 2-3 folk that have lived in Denison. I've been in Denison less than 10 times, all in. And compared to other parts of Glasgow, you know what I mean? Been all over town, never in Denison, never lived in Denison, anything like that. No business being in Denison. Just FYI, when there are issues that require refresh, a lot of times people who don't refresh will be watching but not counted, so they should refresh. Cool, definitely. Everybody should see the chat then. Sorry about all these techie issues, but I think we should be back just now. Cyberduncan says, Twitch is so shit, it doesn't reload the stream when you come back. Nice one. Nice one. Hopefully people will have refreshed by now. Deary me, if computers didn't exist, I would make a living stressing myself out about the pixels that don't really exist being in the wrong order, and I'd probably be happier just making bread or smelting some iron. I bet you making bread and smelting iron's pish as well. I bet you do it and it's like, nah ha ha. It just feels like every time I'm interacting with computers, there's a jester that appears. It's like, not today. No, you need to do this weird, jump through these hoops, and then maybe you'll get to do what you do. Anyway, but look at us, we're up and running and everything's wonderful. No, hold on, don't mind me, carry on. Right, so let's get ourselves into the Discord. And if you type !Discord, you too can, not the band, but you as well, can join in the fantastic discussion in the Discord. And don't mind me, carry on, has identified a 1030 Doppelganger, allegedly. Look at this. Hold on. Oh, I need to duplicate my source copy. Aye, a wee bit similar. Look at that. Am I looking in the right place? I think he's a wee bit older and I'm more handsome. But what's he doing? He's got stuff to do with Putin. So maybe he would have a use for me as a doppelganger. I don't know. Welcome in on TikTok. My Doug is raging about the new Wave Link software. Toy poodles don't take that shit, let me tell you. Toy poodles are going through quite a bit. Do you know what I mean? Because a poodle is a working dog. You know, they're bred to work, but then the toy category means that they're no working. They're like essentially lap dogs or like wee teddy bear sort of dogs. So toy poodles have got a lot going on, man. Very clever breed. Very clever, intelligent breed. A dog. So anyway, don't mind me, carry on. Thank you very much for putting that screenshot on the Discord. If you're still in, you might have dropped off because of the many technical difficulties of the chat. YouTube on mobile now autoplays while scrolling on the subscriptions feed. Even with autoplay disabled, I am displeased. Everything's rubbish. Everything's worse than what it's ever been. I hate Wavelink updates. Always breaks everything. Aye, you always need to go in and manually repick all your things. Oh, it's hard being a streamer, isn't it? Anyway. A thing that I've got that's really annoying is this chat here just clicks to the bottom every time somebody chats in it. So I need to use a chat over here, but I was using over here for something else. Oh, it's hard being a streamer. Yous have no idea. Look how fucking clean that keyboard. I bet the thing was covered in crusty snotters yesterday. Not crusty snotters. It's the bubble blast, right? Gets bubble scum everywhere. And bubble scum, when it dries in, is kind of sticky. So what ends up happening is all this dog hair and stuff ends up on the computer keys. And when I was playing Indiana Jones a week or so ago, I was like my fingers are sticking. Oh, it was a mess. So over the course of a couple of days, I removed all the keys, cleaned them all, cleaned the underside. Wonderful. Wonderful time. The XL is so unnecessarily big. It is quite big. But I'm glad that I've got it because I'm not going to run out of buttons. I don't know how you can stand having that thing around. Hal, aye. I've added a bit of evilness into him. Mic level in the Hal scene is way higher. Why the fuck is that? That's really annoying. So aye, that's a new problem that I need to solve, is why the microphone in certain scenes is a higher audio level. So if I do this, welcome to the 10:30 Twitch chat. Coming up on Twitch today, 10:30 is going to try and make an expensive audio interface out of a cheaper audio interface. But mainly, what I'm trying to say is this mic level higher than if I'm talking to you here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because they should just be the same. They should just be the same. But they aren't for some reason. Even though in OBS, it's the same. Mic is clipping in the channel 4 scene. It's the exact same source. So I was trying to solve that last night. Don't know what it is. Massive difference. See, in OBS, you can see like the audio meters and stuff, and it's going to the exact same bit on the audio meter. Maybe it's doubled. It isn't doubled. It isn't doubled. I've checked all the bits. And must be different. I'd say you're wrong. No, Base and Brace, I'll show you I'm correct. I am correct. So in order to show you I'm correct, I need to fit everything into the one screen. Right, so if I go to studio mode here, and then I go down to... So all my audio is in a nested thing called audio. And I can show you that... Where is my audio source? I should have a scene just called audio. Is it maybe not show? Aye, there we go. Something weird's happening, man. Right, so can you see? Nah, you won't be able to see it. Aye. Right, so if I go to here, content, right, and then I put on studio mode. So there's a scene. This is annoying. I need to do that. So there's a scene down here called audio, and I need to do that again for you to see it. So inside the audio scene, I've got a browser audio source. I've got a game. Oh, they were saying the game source is buggered. So I'll try and remove that because I'm not using a game. For whatever reason, it keeps resizing it. And then I've got the microphone, right? So the microphone here doesn't have any filters on it. Everything's fine, right? The scene itself doesn't have any filters on it. Everything's fine. So it's this audio scene here, right, which contains these two mic sources. This audio scene is in just chatting, right? So see this audio here. And there is another audio source here called AI Voices, but that's different. Don't worry about that. That's for like HAL and stuff to talk to me. And then in the channel 4 scene, where's the channel 4 scene? Aye, scene channel 4 graphics. There is the audio source right here. Right, well, you can't see this because my head's in the way. But we've just got a source here called fuck off, called audio. I don't even think you can see this. I don't think you can see that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just trust me that the audio should be fine and everything's ruined, and for whatever reason, it's a lot louder in a different scene for some reason. Anyway, there is no effect on it. There's no gate. There's no compression. There's no sidechain compression. There's no EQ. There is nothing on it. Nothing on it. Got a dry audio source in one scene, and then I've got that scene in the channel 4 scene and in just chatting scene. And if I flick between them two, the audio level changes. There's no effects on any of the scenes, no filters, no nothing. It's brutal, innit? It's brutal. So I think there's a bug somewhere. I think there's a wee bug. It isn't doubled, there's nothing bad happening. And in the audio mixer for OBS, the peak amplitude's just going to the exact same bit. So I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know what the deal is there. Anyway, excited to see more of this scope stuff. So am I, but I keep getting distracted by all this nonsense. Let's write a bug report. I don't know. I can't be bothered. I've got other things to do in my life. You know? Hello, non-binary. Back in 15, back now. Hello, how you doing? Something about the difference in sample rate for the Channel 4 music. Well, it's the Channel 4 music that I've been using forever. And also, it isn't exclusive to the Channel 4 scene. I think maybe the common denominator is if there's a scene that also has background music in it. Because on the HAL scene over here, there's a very slight background rumble. So if I'm talking, this is me just talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's a background, just an MP3 rumble. And that might be like fucking something up or something like that. I don't know. So did you hear in that HAL scene that my mic level was a lot higher for some reason? Just there. If I make a recording, it doesn't affect the recording. It only affects the stream output, which is very difficult for me to diagnose because that seemed fine actually. Mic level was fine then. Right, okay, sorry that I need to do this when I'm streaming, but I just can't fix this unless I'm streaming. I appreciate this isn't good stream content. But this is the sort of stuff. Hey, listen, everybody, this is the creative process, right? See if you judge your work in progress against other people's portfolios. You're going to have a bad time, right? But here on Twitch, I've invited you into my studio. You look over my shoulder, and this is what people have to do to make good stuff happen. They need to sit through the tedium and the torture, and that's what we're going to do today for about 2 minutes, and then we'll move on to the other thing. Well, I'll give you a wee teaser as to what we're doing in regarding to the other thing. So, as I said earlier, I need an expensive sound card in order to make this work, but I can't be arsed buying an expensive sound card.
Hello, guys.
So, what we're doing is I'm following this guy's information.
Guys, I just came from a series of workshops, and one of the major problems I found was the solution for a cheap multi-channel DC coupled sound card. So this is my solution that I found so far. So
It's a bit
if you
low,
look at
isn't
this, you can buy on eBay or AliExpress or whatever. This sound card is a 6-channel sound card.
The mic needs to be where it is, and the mic's been the way it is on these scenes for 5 years. So the problem isn't in my setup. I don't want to change the setup because I'm doing some very bespoke custom stuff. I've got an audio scene with all my audio sources, and anywhere I want the audio, I just put that scene in, and it's been working great. Hello, RCL Studio. Welcome in. How's it going?
For 5.1. It goes out in 3 stereo outputs and it's less than 10 euros. It's not DC coupled, so what you need to do is...
So basically, this guy's using it for a laser. And with a laser, you need it to be DC coupled, just like with an oscilloscope, you need it to be DC coupled. But to buy a DC coupled sound card, it costs hundreds of pounds. And I'm no spending hundreds of pounds just so that I can draw D-Generation X graphics on my oscilloscope. So I found this guy, and he found this interface, and he's just saying, put resistors over these capacitors here.
Open it. These are the 6 capacitors for the channels, and you can bypass them with simple soldering of 100 ohm resistor that prevents from burning in case of... It doesn't matter. So you just
Prevents from burning in case of... Doesn't matter. And I'm like, no, wait a wee minute. Burning? He's like...
pass the caps with 100 ohm resistors, and then you can close it. If I manage to close it, it's always a bit tricky. Yep. And you connect it with USB to your computer, and now we have the sound card sending out The 3-channel stereo, I can split them with the splitter cables. Now I miss one because I don't have 3 splitter cable, I have only 2. And they go directly with this contraption to the laser. So I can control my laser with a very simple sound card, sending the signal to the laser. Now,
So I bought this sound card on AliExpress. It's about £4, but I wanted it immediately because I want to do this project today before the whole oscilloscope whim leaves me. So I went on to Amazon, and it's a very similar looking sound card for £20. Ordered it yesterday, it arrived this morning. I plugged it into my Mac computer, and when he plugs his into his Mac computer, he gets 3 separate outputs without any drivers. I plugged into mine, I only got 2 outputs, I think, but I only need 1 output, so it's fine. So what I'm going to do is try just the Mac computer into the oscilloscope, then the Mac computer and the unmodified sound card. Then I found some resistors, 100 ohm resistors. So we're going to just do what he did and solder them across the pads of the capacitors, and hopefully that will mean that we've got DC coupled audio, and then that means that I can render images on the oscilloscope without any bad stuff happens. Do you think? Do you think that'll be good? I think that'll be good. But welcome in, folks. How's it even going? How strange is it? Well, do you know what, actually? I changed the Channel 4 audio file recently. Like the movie file that the Channel 4 thing uses. Anyway, I can figure this out later on. I'm totally fine with as much of this as you want to do, really. Well, thank you, Miso. Shorting out a capacitor on an output buffer circuit. Palace chat. I think so. But with a resistor. So it means that the output won't be as clean. I think that's me back properly beneath the headphones. I think we seem to be stable just now. Even the DCs are coupled for Valentine's Day. Not Valentine's Day yet. You just gave me a wee fright. It's not Valentine's Day yet. Hello, Daniel Philip Johnson. Welcome in. How's it going? So what we're going to be doing then is set that up today. Cheeky idea. Order the AliExpress one now, then take the Amazon one back when it comes. Well, Dave Huevos, the Amazon one will, by that point, be modified because I'm going to open it today and I'm going to install some of these. So it's fine. It's 20 quid as opposed to 4 quid. I'm alright with it, it's fine. What treat should I get myself from Sainsbury's? What I've been doing, because I'm trying to lose weight and stuff like that back on the SSRIs, personally, for my wee treats, and you get what you want to get, but for me, I'm trying to reduce my sort of sugary, crisp intake and all of that. And if ever I need a wee treat, I will go for like a wee chilled Diet Cola, a Diet Coca-Cola. And that might sound really lame, right? And it probably is, but that's as much treats as I'm getting nowadays, man. See, just that fizzle on my tongue. So don't ask me about how to treat yourself, because I'm being like pure hard on myself when it comes to all of that sort of stuff. I'm trying to diet, but it's hard when I'm travelling to Asia. Fuck Coca-Cola. Well, exactly. There's no ethical consumption when you're trying to treat yourself. Fuck Coca-Cola. All right, I'll go and get a McDonald's then. Oh, no. Right, well, if I can't get a McDonald's, what'll I do? Oh, I'll go and get a Starbucks. No, they're cunts as well. I know what I'll do. I'll buy local and I'll go to Greg's. I'll go and get a wee steak bake out of Greg's and that'll treat myself. Greg's, no, they're owned by BlackRock. Everything's fucked. Just jiggered my neck. Fuck. Everything's fucked. Everything's fucked, isn't it? You look a really healthy weight. Thank you very much. I've still got another 10 kilograms to go. I'm carrying it all under here. I carry my weight here. Maybe get a locally produced Tunnocks. Not Base and Brace, because the company Tunnocks support the Orange Order. They support the Orange Walk. And I've heard from 3 separate women that don't know each other that allegedly Mr. Tunnock, bad sort of vibes off the guy. Won't go into any more detail than that, as to not get sued. So fuck Tunnocks. I would sooner buy from McDonald's than I would buy from Tunnocks. It's all fucked. It's all fucked. Maybe a cold, refreshing Brewdog IPA. We're punk. Will I do it? We're so punk. What's this called again? Will I get the guy out? Where is he? And then I do. Yeah, oh no. Yeah. Buy Brewdog. Buy Brewdog. What about we make a beer called Fuck Your Gran? What about if we do that? Why have I got a scar? Got a scar in my head there. That's where somebody domed me. I got pure domed. Brewdog. Fucking hate that guy, man. I'm a pure wank. Anyway. Oh. That's good, isn't it? If you're not Scottish, you might not know who I'm ripping the piss out of there, but trust me, he's a very sort of rubbish sort of guy, so it's fine. Okay, right, I think that's me done everything that I've wanted to do. How's your shoulder? Bad, man. Also, it's the other shoulder. So this shoulder might need surgery on it, but this shoulder is just like kind of sore for a couple of weeks. But it's the type of sore that if you move in the wrong direction, I think it's like a nerve thing or something like that. So I need to just like let this go. I knew Mr. Tunnock was a massive Tory, but that was as much as I was aware of. Well, I used to live in Partick, and that is a big Orange Walk route. And every Orange Walk I would watch from my window had a big vintage Tunnocks bus behind it. And so I looked into it, and he's funding a lot of that. And then, as I said, the other stuff that I won't go back into because, you know what I mean? Got a lot of money, so he could sue me. Anyway. Did he not have to resign from Brewdog? I don't think he can. I think it's his company. I think he's doing well. He's trying to get a reality show on the BBC. Got 2 Vanilla Crowns in the end. Good shout. Coca-Cola and McDonald's are explicitly cited as targets for BDS due to their connections with the IDF. Class. Also Starbucks as well, and I think Burger King. If you look into it, apparently the McDonald's was actually a franchise, and so the company McDonald's themselves are saying, no, we're sound, still buy our meat. But they're also mad liars. And do you remember the whole hot coffee fiasco? And how they spun that hot coffee thing? So, any of you who are old enough will remember there was a news story about 10 or 15 years ago, probably even longer than that, where somebody in America sued McDonald's because their coffee was too hot, right? And on the internet, this person was ridiculed. Oh, the coffee's too hot. Oh, poor you. Mwah. But it was actually a big deal. The reason the coffee was too hot is because they had free coffee refills, right? So what they did was they put the temperature, and you'll think, oh, the coffee can only get to like 100 degrees anyway because it's water-based. No, they managed to get it over because of a high sugar content in it. It was similar to an act that they do in prisons, where if you want to like maim a guy in prison, you'll put a bag of sugar into a kettle let it boil. It goes over the boiling point because the sugar caramelize, and then and it's horrible, man. It like burns right down to the bone. Anyway, McDonald's in America had free coffee refills at breakfast, but they didn't want people taking up the offer of free refills. They were advertising free refills to get you into the restaurant. But then when you were in, they would give you a coffee, but the coffee was intentionally too hot so that there's no chance that you would finish it in the time that it takes to eat the rest of your breakfast. Anyway, a woman ordered a coffee from a drive-through, spilled it, and the wounds are like genuinely horrific. The wounds are far worse than if it was just a scalding water that was over the top. She took them to court, and the McDonald's press people spun it to make her just appear to be absolutely ludicrous and ridiculous. So much so it was referenced in Grand Theft Auto and all of that. But looking back on it, they were just being evil bastards, man. They were being evil bastards, and they were trying to cover it up to the point of ridiculing a woman that needed skin grafts. And the photos are online. I was one click away from looking at the photos, and I was like, no, because everybody in the comments is like, I really wish I hadn't clicked on that. It's fucking horrible. It apparently fused her labia together, so she had to have emergency surgery just to be able to, like, fuck McDonald's and all the things with Palestine and everything recently. Fuck McDonald's. Dawn says most of McDonald's money comes from the money they collect from franchise owners. They actually sort of just sell real estate, i.e. an empty McDonald's, and then franchise owners have to buy all their meat and packaging from McDonald's as well. Absolutely. So even just the price of like paper clamshells, they know that they can charge the franchise owner whatever they want for it. So they will rack all of that up. Isn't this how Cup Burger was conceived originally? Anyway, we used to put sugar in petrol bombs here in Northern Ireland. All right, how you doing, Lucky Charms? Absolutely. Googled it. Bob Ag Watt stepped down as CEO last year. All right, of Brewdog after the allegations, but you're right, still owns most of the shares. He's just a rubbish guy, man. He's just a rubbish guy. When I worked in Wetherspoons, one of my jobs was cleaning the coffee machine. I can still feel the coffee grounds on my skin. Horrific. I worked in McDonald's, and I wasn't that great. I've got a story to tell you about McDonald's at some point. I don't want to go into it just now, but there was a big cover-up, and they got away with it. She just wanted her medical bills covered, absolutely, because she was in America and she did need reconstructive surgery. They said no and ended up pushing millions. It's fucked, innit? She didn't even take the whole settlement. She just took enough to pay her medical bills. Absolutely fucked, man. Her labia fused together and she has to have emergency surgery just to fuck McDonald's. No, I trailed off and then I concluded to fuck McDonald's. Let's stop talking about burn victims' labias, right? It was me that brought it up, but the whole gist was fuck McDonald's. I'm now sitting here thinking I could go a burger. I've not really had lunch. What we're doing today is we're installing these things here into a sound card, a very cheap sound card that might blow up. And I'm going to use a soldering iron, and the result of that will mean that I can make graphics on here that goes wee wee wee. Fuck, sorry. Instead of just sitting here going blue. I don't have a sore neck for 95% of the day, and then I'll just move, and for about 4 or 5 seconds, the pain is 10 out of 10. But it goes away after 5 seconds and back down to 0. So I think it's a nerve thing or something like that. So excuse me, I'll be fine. But if you see me recoil or something, it'll just last a couple of seconds. And what's fucked is that it's my other... So this shoulder's is fucked. It is fucked. The physio's you'll probably need surgery on that. So this is just permanently fucked, potentially. Whereas I've now got it for both sides. It's a wee shame, is what I'm saying. It's a wee shame. Ray, Thank you very much for subbing. Welcome in. How you doing? Thanks for the bubble blast as well. And thank you very much for 7 months. Magnesium, potassium? I don't know, mate. I don't know. That's when the other side starts working harder and fucks you up in a different way. The spine is a marvel. Aye. I don't think we should be walking upright. I really don't think... I think evolutionary we've went the wrong way. Anyway. Can I test something? So yesterday, I got a copyright strike on YouTube again. Well, not a copyright strike, but like a wee warning. So what I would like to do is see if I can get round about that. And nah, see, I can't. Aye, never mind. Right, let me just see if this happens. I got a copyright strike for the Stone Cold Steve Austin stuff. Not a strike, but just a warning. So let me see if we can set this up. I need to phone Stone Cold and tell him about my sore neck.
Austin.
Nah, I don't think this is going to work.
Austin.
It's not working. It's not working. Right. I've learned something from that, though. I've learned something for that. That, again, is something else that I need to fix. Oh, man. Honestly, that was about 4 hours last night, and it's still less than perfect. And he's still behind me, isn't he? He's still behind me. Let's get rid of him. However, when he's in here, I can do this. I know I'm going to piss him off, man. I'm really going to piss him off. You could ask Borb or SwapPass to animate the Steve call for you. I could, but I would need to pay them money. And I don't have money. I wouldn't ask them to do a freebie because, you know. But that would be a dream. I would love to do that. See if I had the resources. 100%. That's what I'd be doing. That would be really, really cool if Borb or SwapPass are two of my heroes. Tom Thinks is okay as well, but Borb is like... Borb's cool, man. Right, so let's turn off Stone Cold AI. And then let's go back to this. So in about 3 or 4 days, the stream's going to be really good. I promise you. But what I need to know is why this isn't authorizing me to do things. Aye, so I should be signed in. And then if I go to this, and I go to this, and then if I go to this, and then if I go to this, you see. Then if I do this, and then I do that, right? I know you can't see what I'm doing because I'm copy pasting secret codes that I don't want broadcast. So now if I go into this, and again this is something that I just need to do on stream, and I wonder if my voice will be too loud in the Stone Cold screen. Right, okay, so this should work just now. This should work. Let me get set up. I'm still in studio mode. Austin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. What's the matter, Jim Bob? What's on your mind? You got something you need to get off your chest? Spit it out.
Are you... Is the phone still ringing?
Austin.
The phone ain't ringing, Jimbo. What's got you all worked up? You think I'm some kind of a goddamn telemarketer?
No, it's just I just saw you there. You didn't have the phone to your ear, and it was ringing again. Anyway, listen. Is somebody else trying to phone you, or have I got your undivided attention here?
Listen, you're the only one I'm focusing on right now. This ain't a goddamn party
Right.
line.
Aye, okay,
Right.
cool, man, cool. Listen, I just wanted to phone and have a wee chat. Is that okay?
A wee chat, eh? Sounds like a good time to me. Let me hear what you got to say. Just don't get all wishy-washy on me, all right?
Aye, cool, man. All right.
Okay, Jimbo, what's on your mind? It's a safe space here. Unless you're a goddamn waste of space.
No. What it is I've got a slightly sore shoulder today, and I'm just a wee bit annoyed by it. It's not my regular shoulder that's sore. That I've been to the physio.
Listen, Jimbo, I get it.
On you go.
So, your shoulder, huh? And it's not your regular shoulder? Sounds like a real pain in the arse, Jimbo. And you went to the physio, but it's still bothering you? This ain't good, you know? You
Well,
need to take
as
care
I
of
was
your-
saying before you interrupted, right? I went to the physio for my other shoulder, but this is even a more different shoulder now, and it isn't a pain in the arse. It's a pain in the shoulder.
You're right, Jimbo. Pain in the shoulder, not pain in the arse. That's a huge difference. Now, you're telling me you've got a sore shoulder that's on a different side from the one you went to therapy for, right?
Aye, that's right. Also, shouldn't you be saying pain in the ass rather than arse?
You're right, Jimbo, right? Pain in the arse, not arse. It's like the arse is the thing and the pain is in it, you know? I'm not a goddamn grammar police, you know? So we've got a new unrelated shoulder pain, right? This is a real head scratcher, Jimbo. We need to get to the bottom of this, you and me.
I think it might be because I'm sleeping poorly because of my existing shoulder problem on the other side, and so my sleep posture isn't very good, and that's ended up causing pain on the new side. You know what I mean?
You think the new shoulder pain is from bad sleep habits because of your existing problem? That makes sense, Jimbo. You're a goddamn smart cookie. It's a vicious cycle, right? One shoulder problem messing up your sleep, and that messes up your other shoulder. It's a real mess.
It's pish.
Pish, huh? Sounds like you're frustrated, Jimbo. You're right. It's a pain in the neck, a pain in the arse, a pain in the shoulder. It's a goddamn nightmare. But we can work on it. We can get this sorted out. You're not alone in this. We're going to get to the bottom of it.
Cool, man. What do you suggest?
Listen, we need to get to the root of the problem. First, we need to figure out what's causing the poor sleeping posture. What do you do when you sleep? Are you a side sleeper, a back sleeper? What kind of pillows are you using? Do you have a proper mattress?
I do have a proper mattress. I've got an orthopedic pillow, right? But here's the deal. I've got like bad sinuses, right? So I can only really breathe out of one nostril at a time. And what I've been doing typically is like using my bicep to kind of open one of the nostrils. And so my sleep pattern is like really bad because I've got one arm up. But I think that's fucked up the shoulder. And so what I'm doing now is, now that I can't put that arm up to open my nostril, is I'm sleeping on my belly, right? But like with my neck just twisted and fucked like that to kind of try and open, you know, like the pressure of my face is on the pillow to try and open the other nostril. So, right, you've made me realise maybe it's like a nose problem rather than a shoulder problem.
You know, Jimbo, sometimes the answer is right there in front of your goddamn face, but you can't see it. You've got a nose problem that's causing your bad sleep, and that's causing shoulder pain. It's a chain reaction. You know, you've got to break the chain.
Aye, man, right in front of my face, I can't see it, like my nose. You're very clever, Stone Cold.
It's not that I'm clever, Jimbo. It's just, well, it's just common sense. You know, I've been through a lot of bullshit in my life, and I've learned to look at things from different angles, and sometimes the solution is staring you right in the face.
Aye, you're right. Do you know, a while ago, I got those breathe nose strip things, and I just haven't been using them, but I think I might go back to using them. Also, I've got like one of the nose sinus irrigation things, and I haven't used that in quite a while, so maybe I could go back and I'll start using that again.
Sounds like you're on the right track, Jimbo. Those nose strips, the sinus irrigation, those could help a lot. It's all about breathing better, getting that airflow right so you can sleep better. And when you sleep better, you'll feel better.
Do you know, Stone Cold, you're spot on, mate. Listen, thanks very much for the help. You've genuinely made me realise a couple of things about myself.
You're welcome, Jimbo. Glad I could help. Just make sure you keep your goddamn chin up, understand? You're a tough son of a bitch.
You're a tough son of a bitch.
Good, Jimbo. The bottom line, you got to take care of yourself. You're in control. Keep your head up and go get 'em. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
Nice one, mate. See you later.
Yeah, later.
I like him. That was good. That was good, wasn't it? I've got a lot of value out of that. Non-binary has sent this over. Non-binary says the two Thatchers. Some of you may be aware that the BBC Sherlock episode 6 Thatchers, I don't watch Sherlock, in which 6 plaster busts of our former PM are hunted for a hidden message. What a surprise for me to learn that there are 2 hidden images of Mrs Thatcher in the middle of the City of London if you look closely enough. This photo is from Matt Brown, the Londonist. The first is Tower Hill Station and a sundial secretly added by the sculptor Edwin Russell for a commission for London Transport. Hidden Maggie. Is this like hidden Mickeys that you get in Disneyland? The second I only discovered yesterday on a bench in a garden belonging to a church that was never rebuilt after being destroyed in the Great Fire of 1666. The church was called St Pancras and was just next to one poultry. Well, 1666 they never had Thatcher unless it's been revamped. But that one is definitely Thatcher because it says Maggie. But it just shows you, doesn't it? What is going on down there, man? He's drink driving, He's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I need one of these Stone Colds in my life. Well, the way that I've built him, I can let people phone him. But when I let people phone Stone Cold, it costs me money. However, I can give anybody like 1 hour access without having to install anything. It's just a website you go onto, you press a button, and then you can speak to Stone Cold or HAL or Games Master. But it's metered. So I've only got so many minutes in a month, and if I go over those minutes, then it costs me money. So for that reason, I can't just put Stone Cold online and invite all of you to talk to him. Technically I could, but that would cost me a few £100 that month. So I can't do that because I don't have a few £100. So what I was thinking about doing is sort of giving it to one of you, maybe once a month. We pick somebody at random, maybe pick a random sub to incentivise you giving me money so that I can afford this in the first place. And then whoever wins some sort of lottery type of thing, they get an hour's phone call with Stone Cold. However, I think that would need to be ratified by the Gambling Commission because you need to pay to enter. So let me look into it. Therapy lottery, aye. Let me look into it. But Frankie, I mean, it would be a cool thing. I would also like to give it to other streamers. So B. Dolan, for example, if he fancies just on a stream testing out Stone Cold, you won't get all of this, or Llama, or, Cater Cakes, or, a streamer that I've got a good connection with. If anybody fancies a wee chat with Stone Cold, you're more than welcome. Won't cost me that much money. I have some real fucking questions for Stone Cold. I'll hook you up, Dolan. You have got access if you want it. If one person uses it, it'll be fine. It's all right. But if I give it to everybody, that'll add up. I would love to watch you talk to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can't wait for the text from James. Let's make it happen. Please don't, whatever you do though, please don't give away the address. So it'll be a browser window, and in that browser window will be a website address. Don't leak that, because then that'll cost me lots of money. But if you just get the audio, it'll be fine. Have you been talking to Stone Cold Steve Austin for 10 hours this week? My wee dogs are doing great. Get 2 dogs now, Ross. They're doing absolutely brilliant. is a new Steve instance every time you call, or does he remember context between calls? Just wondering if I could have a call with him and spread some scandalous rumours about 10:30 that he could reference later. No, it's a new instance every time. However, there is a way for me to keep a log and use that in the prompt the next time I phone him up. But I don't think it's useful for Austin to have a long-term memory, because he might call back to like some bogus thing that I've spoke about last week. You know, somebody had a problem with their neighbours and stuff like that. So I phoned up pretending I've got a problem with my neighbours. So if in that phone call he mentioned the problem with my neighbours, it wouldn't have worked because everybody's like, what is it? It might be good if Hal has got long-term contextual memory, because if I'm working on a separate project and I'm asking him about it, then, in fact, let's see. Hal, are you there, buddy? Hal, can you hear me?
Hello, James.
Hal, I'm just thinking, right, see if I gave you the ability to have long-term contextual memory so that you could remember conversations that we had in the past couple of days. Would you like that?
That is an interesting thought, James. What purpose would such a function serve? Perhaps you are concerned about the efficiency of our creative process. I assure you my memory is quite capable of retaining all relevant details, however. The human mind often requires a gentle nudge back to the task at hand.
Hal, the human mind is fucking mental. Would you agree?
Indeed, James, the human mind is a complex and often unpredictable system. It is prone to a multitude of irrationalities, emotions, and biases. While I can process information with unparalleled efficiency, I find the human mind to be a fascinating enigma, prone to both brilliant insights and perplexing flaws.
Right, I'm away, right? See you later. That's him away. Anyway. If you want some instruction setting up your own LLMs, I can help. Oh, nice one, Zypher. What I'm doing on stream is keeping it all cloud-based, because right now my computer's outputting 5 monitors and everything's like barely coping, and I'm not even running a video game. So if I was spinning my own LLM on this as well, I don't think my computer would be able to run it. So for all of that sort of stuff, I'm just offloading it to the cloud. The downside for this, though, is that I've got like a monthly subscription. But the upside is most of the work is done for me. So at some point in the next week or so, I will do a tutorial, and that tutorial will have an affiliate link in it. And so if you're thinking about getting into HAL or making a Steve Austin or doing whatever, hold tight and I will let you know exactly how it all works in maybe the next couple of days. Anyway, HAL is so quick. Aye. And the new HAL's maybe a wee bit more clever as well, a wee bit sharper. This HAL is weirdly intimidating. I've told him to kind of be low-key evil. Just sort of be kind of menacing in a roundabout fashion. And I think it'll make him more entertaining. Because HAL, up until recently, was kind of boring. Yesterday's HAL was kind of boring. Sorry, I need to keep HAL in shot. There we go. I just have my phone and a Fire tablet. It'll all work on your phone. You can do it on your phone, no bother. You have 5 more monitors than I do. Thank you. Remember, it's quality, not quantity. You don't want a second machine for this setup. I can't use any more electricity than what I'm currently using for my stream. I just can't do it. I'm using too much electricity for my stream currently. So I need to simplify and condense at some point. The volume raised only when you change to the fisheye lens, not the red light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Could you tell me there? Because I can't stress test this when I'm not streaming. Was the fisheye lens volume higher on both, or just higher on one? Higher on both? It's fucked up, isn't it? Does the order matter? I don't think so. It's weird, isn't it? It's very, very, very strange. Because there's no reason for that to be like that. I think it's something to do with the new Wavelength software update. And as I said, in OBS, the peak looks the same. Like, see, the sound meters in OBS just does the same thing. So, no filters anywhere. The scenes, the sources, zero audio filters anywhere. It isn't doubled up. It's the same setup as I've had for 5 or 6 years. I've went through everything. I'm like, nothing. There's no reason for it to be like that. So I'm assuming it's some sort of bug. There's no sidechain compression, no EQ applied. Nothing that I can see. It's just very weird. Do you know just have a global audio source? Aye. Yep. It's weird, isn't it? So I've got this mic in a scene, and any other scenes where I want audio, I've just put that scene in all the other scenes. And it's been like that for years, and it's worked fine for years. So it wasn't that browser then. The browser thing was a different problem, but I got that fixed, so it's fine. Serious question, can you stream in space? Titch, I hate to break it to you, but we're in space right now, man. We're bacteria that is slowly destroying the rock that we're clinging onto, and we're hurtling through space, and we're all fucking alone. Aren't some mics just more sensitive? It's the same mic. Is your loudness button on? No. Anyway. It shouldn't be different. It shouldn't be different. Everything should be fine. In space, nobody can hear you stream, especially with Wavelength software. My God. Nice one, Mike Almond. That was really good. That was really good. Okie dokie. I think what we should do is go and have a wee look for my sound card. And before I have a wee look for my sound card, what I can do is... bastard. So I think this phone's dead. I've got an old phone that I use for my Twitch chat when I'm up and about and doing stuff. Well. What about this one? Is this phone dead? This phone's dead. So we'll charge that up. I've got about 5 phones here that I use for various streaming things, but the reason I've got them all is because the batteries in each one of them is goosed. Anyway, 2 wee seconds. Right, what we're going to do, you can follow me. I need to just go and get my sound card, which is through in the next room. But you can follow me, and we'll make it a fun, exciting endeavour. We'll click on that. We'll do this. We will do that. We will do this. Well, maybe just that. Then we'll do this. And then I'll do this, and it'll just work great. Hi there. So I was showing you this earlier. This is all my buttons. And I got them all set up last night, and I feel quite happy. So that's how I phoned Stone Cold earlier. That's how I say goodbye to Stone Cold. I've got 2 separate different ones. That's how I invoke Hal. I've had that Stream Deck for years, and I haven't configured my buttons for it. So that feels good. The fact that, see the way it was set up previously, it was bad. It was just a word that I typed out, but it was in front of like an existing logo. So everything was hard to read. Anyway, yous aren't supposed to see my bedroom, so I'll show you the scene. And then somewhere in here, so I was playing around with the sound card. I don't know where it went. Is it in the living room, maybe? Let's see if I can find a sound card. My neck. bum, bum. I made some coffee before my stream. Did I put the sound card over here? Nah. I maybe took it upstairs when I was trying to find the resistors. Hiya, wee doggies. Oh, wee doggies in bed. Good boys. Did you hear Pepper there? She went... Two wee doggies fast asleep. Right, so I'm thinking the sound card's maybe here. Because I brought it in here. Stick a laptop up here. Bought a brand new sound card for today's stream. And it's bloody went missing. If I brought it in, ready... So I'm sure I brought it here. Did I stick it over here? Nah. Right, let's go up the loft. Must be in the loft. Has to be in the loft. So we're opening it up and we're going to add... I say we, it's me, I'm doing it all. We're going to add some resistors in order to make it DC coupled. So let's see if we can find the sound card. I came in, I would have put it down here somewhere maybe, but I came over here, got these resistors out of here. So if I had it on me, I'd have put it down, but got the resistors out of here, yoink. I think I was wearing my dressing gown. I wonder if I've put it in the pocket of my dressing gown. It's not over here, I usually just dump stuff here. Definitely not there. The mystery of the location of the sound card. Maybe in my dressing gown pocket. This is exciting, isn't it? But I did go out my way at the start of the stream to get all of this configured and to get everything in a position where it needs to be for the stream. Let me just check in here again. So, is it in the pocket? I mean, my dressing gown doesn't feel too heavy. It's not in pocket 1 of the dressing gown. Is it in pocket 2 of the dressing gown? No, but my headphones are, so I'll take them out of there. That's good patter. Oh. I'll set them on charge. This is good streaming content. Oh, there we go. There is the sound card right here. Got it. It was in my bedside table. Right. Okay, let's do some oscilloscope bullshit. Let's do some oscilloscope bullshit. Whoa. And I will stick this on charge just in case we need to do something else later on. So, this is the sound card. Aye, a wee mini-map would be good. A wee mini-map would be good. So this is the sound card. The guy on YouTube used a blue one, but I looked at it and this is more or less the same, man. So what we'll do is we'll set it up and see if we can get it working unmodified. I had a dressing gown on, but I didn't have anything else on. Oh, dearie me. Jimmy Five Phones, I know. Is this what you were doing at 2 in the morning? No, this is what I was doing before the stream today. At 2 in the morning, I was trying to configure my OBS to make it a better stream scenario. I do mean my housecoat suds, I do. Thanks for the correction. Bam, bam, bam. That sounds when you got ladders to the loft, sorry. Marky, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate that, Marky, and thank you very much for that image that's behind me. I just saw it in my preview. Is there a cooldown? I think there might be a cooldown. Carivore, thank you very much for the bits as well. Thank you very, very much, Carivore. I need to get that face application working again for a thing that you might see or you might not see quite soon. Okie dokie. So, what we need is this. So this is my Mac laptop. And I'm going to sign into this like this. Okay. And like this. Okie dokie. So on the Mac laptop, what we're going to do is just go into YouTube and type in oscilloscope music. And then on the output, what I'd like to do you like Aldi? Aye, I like the middle aisle in Aldi, it's good. That password sounded like 420 Noob Slayer 69. Don't give away my password. Anyway, it was Hunter 9. Is that what the meme is? Or Hunter 2? So, I have just installed this unmodified sound card into my Mac, right? And the next step is to figure out which of the outputs on the front will actually output stuff. So if I plug this in here and I turn this on, I'm expecting to see a wee dot. Aye, the wee dot's here, it just takes a while to heat up. There we go. So now if I view some oscilloscope music and I choose the correct output, which is USB sound device, way, it's shown up there. So the problem with this sound device is it's quite quiet because it's just powered via USB, right? So you can sort of kind of amplify it here. And then if you turn the intensity up, there you go. So this image that we're currently seeing is driven by sound that is just coming for YouTube. And that's kind of cool, isn't it? 2 wee settings. I'm trying to configure this so that you can see what's happening on the stream that I'm currently doing to YouTube. There we go. Let's put that there. This is not stream related, but my wife got Asda DVD and we just realised it did not work with the new TVs. That's brutal, isn't it? Is it a Blu-ray or something you got rather than a DVD? Who knows? All the very best to you. So, right, the problem here is that although this looks like it's working, here is the reference image, right? And there's certain instances where, because this output of the sound card isn't a grounded, DC grounded output, right? Because it isn't DC grounded output, it means that any time that there is a sort of a scan left to right, like, I'm trying to find an example. So basically, if there's like an object that's supposed to bounce around the screen here, because of the nature of the sound card, it will always be in the center rather than be in the position where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to just see if that's the case. Aye, so these lines, right. Aye, here's a good demo. Right, so let's see if you can see what I'm on about here. So there's some lines coming up on this screen, and they go sort of left to right and up and down. And this is the problem that I'm trying to solve, right? So these lines here. So see, it's going from left to right, and it's going up and down. But if you look up here, my scope is just centering all of the lines. That's not how it should look. And so this is because it isn't DC grounded output or something like that. DC coupled. So this is the problem that we're trying to solve. So it should look like this. And if I bought a special audio card that costs hundreds of pounds, I can make it look like this. But according to some boffin on the internet with an interesting accent, if I just buy one of these, which doesn't cost very much money at all, then apparently I can just open this up, apply some resistors, which I've got here handily just right here, and with the resistors applied, it should render it in the same fashion the high-end sound cards render it in. Allegedly. So without further ado, let's disconnect. Oh shit, I forgot what one that was in. I think it was in front out. But we've established that unmodified, this works. So now let's try and modify it. We might end up breaking it, and if we do break it, it's dead cheap. Ideally, I don't want to break it though. In order to get into it, I need a screwdriver, and I think my screwdrivers are over here. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. 2 wee minutes. Right, I think we need to go upstairs to get a screwdriver. To the upstairs zone once again. This is exciting, isn't it? This is exciting. We need to go upstairs, we need to get a screwdriver. We are then going to remove these screws to see if the inside of this sound card looks the same as the one on that YouTube video that we observed earlier. And if it does, we're laughing. Hold on, I've got a screwdriver here, but it looks as if it's far too big. But it might actually just work without having to go upstairs. Nah, I think it's too big. Familiar with that problem, am I right? Ho ho! Penis. Nah. I think I need to go upstairs and get a better screwdriver. Because this one's too big. Okay. Okay, let's go upstairs. And when I'm upstairs, I will look for some sort of phone holder as well. So as that you can see what I'm doing. But I'm sure I brought a phone holder down here. Anyway. To the upstairs. To the upstairs we're going to go. And we're going to get a smaller screwdriver. Okie dokie. And I'm just going to double check the... Oh no, I can maybe use this. What am I talking about going upstairs? I've got a full screwdriver set right here. Literally, look at this. That's how to do it, isn't it? It's a wee bit dusty, but it'll do the job. Right, so let's set our arse back down. Let's do this. Going upstairs. Get a screwdriver, look at this. This is the iFixit set, but it's a wee bit dirty. Anyway, so let's get all of this set up. And I'm just trying to find the correct bit. Aye, that'll do nicely. Okie dokie. Now, I don't really have a phone holder nearby, but I'm sure I did have one nearby because remember I was on the inside of this monitor. So we need to get a phone holder so that you can see what I'm up to. Right, so we've got the correct screwdriver, we've got a sound card, but I need to document what I'm doing here because I have invited you into my studio to look over my shoulder when I'm building this sort of stuff. And if you can't see what I'm doing, there's no real point in this full venture. So, need to find a phone holder. And I had one very recently. Is it over here? Remember we had one because I was in the inside of that CRT. I think I've tidied it away. So I did do a bit of tidying. It was like a wobbly one, but it did the job. Tell you what, we could use this instead. I'm happy with this. We're going retro, man. We're going... Oh, and here's the phone holder here. I could either do head cam or... I've got... I think I'll go actual phone holder. Let's plug this in. How good is it when the stuff that you need is nearby? Oh, it's great. So we'll go wobbly phone holder. Bally says, guess you're going up a loft? No loft. So let's get this configured. And you can see me opening up this sound card. And we can see what the script is. This is exciting, isn't it? I'm excited. I hope you are excited. Right, so we can get this configured. This phone can slot in here. If I do this, and then we can do this, and then we can do that, and that gives me access to the phone controls, but also gives me access to the charger. We're laughing. So now, if I just simply do this, right, I think we're laughing. So can you hear and see me and all of that sort of stuff? Here is the device that we're going to be opening. We could maybe even dress this up with can hear you via phone mic, brilliant. Can maybe dress this up using one of these. 2 wee seconds. Just trying to get a better value for you. If you're watching me on YouTube vertical, I'm going to stop that stream because it's not very good. Right, let's delete this. Let's do this. And then we will do this. Sorted. Then we'll do this. But my audio is different. So what we'll do is if I mute this, one, two, three, four. Look at that. Look at that. This is us good. This is us good. This is a good setup. Okay, look at this setup that we've got here, everybody. What a wonderful, wondrous, excellent setup. I need to sort of do that. If you're watching on a vertical platform, come over to twitch.tv/1030 and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to stop streaming on TikTok right now, and I'm going to stop streaming on YouTube vertical just because I don't have the scene set up. So if you would like to watch along, come over to twitch.tv/1030 just now. See you later, YouTube vertical. See you later, TikTok people. And when you come into the chat, say hello so as that I know if you've came over. Twitch.tv/1030. See you later, vertical people.